What's up everybody, and welcome back to another video in the Pally Bible series. Today I'm excited to bring to you this video topic on why Stratholme is essential for all paladins in the Burning Crusade. This is more relevant for prot paladins, but if you are ret or holy, I would imagine you would have a prot spec, a defensive spec, different set of gear in order to farm Stratholme, just because it's one of the best gold farms in TBC, solo raw gold farms, and if you're a paladin, it's a good idea to have this in your back pocket at all times. So this gold farm is around 250 to 300 raw gold per hour just by doing the strat dead side. A lot of people have made videos on this. I made a video about this in the beta. There's about 3 different pulls that you can do on a paladin before he gets Karazhan gear, maybe his pre-raid bis. You're able to do 3 pulls this entire dead side under 15 minutes and get 300 raw gold per hour. I won't be going over the pulls today. Rather, I'm going to be talking about why this is a resourceful farm for paladins in the first place. So check out my old video that I made over this farm. Check out Ted J's new video that he made recently over this farm if you want to get started and do it yourself. But today we're going to be talking about why every paladin should be in here. So number one, when you farm Stratholme, not only are you making 250 to 300 gold per hour raw gold, you're also picking up blues, which you can disenchant into large brilliant shards. Most paladins, prot paladins, will probably be enchanting for the plus 12 spell damage to each ring, and here you'll be able to farm large brilliant shards, which are used for brilliant wizard oil, which is 36 spell damage added to your weapon. And if you add this gold farm, maybe you spend 4 to 6 hours a week inside Stratholme, you'll be able to farm enough large brilliant shards to always have weapon oil on at all times. And 36 spell damage is pretty substantial. It's not the best. You can get 42 spell damage in TBC, but if you're going to be here farming gold anyways, this is a great place to farm large brilliant shards. Valor belts and bracers drop all the time. The Light Forge set, you always get a blue from the Unforgiven Ghost boss, and you'll see the passive rare and rare spawns around here that drop blues as well. So the large brilliant shards are pretty plentiful. Second off, I want to add is righteous orbs. If you decide to step into the live side just a little bit, you might be able to add this into your 3-pull rotation under 15 minutes. I know that you can kill the humanoids just outside the cathedral and have a chance at righteous orbs. And so righteous orbs on my server currently are selling for 45 to 50 gold over on Blood Sale. I think it's a pretty unique market. Some other servers may be 30 gold, 25 gold a piece, depending on how many bots you may have on the server. But people are still getting their Crusader enchants at TBC. This is extremely useful and another great additional item that you can farm inside Stratholme. Thirdly, I want to talk about the crates that you run around and pick up. So after you clear each Stratholme, you can run around. There's 2 crates in each of the 3 sections that have holy water. They have scrolls inside of them. They'll have Alterex Swiss, some food and some drink, maybe some potions. And this is a great place to get your holy water for the ads on Nightbane. And so if you are a prot paladin, the Nightbane ads are only affected by physical or holy damage. And in a fight where you need a hold threat and keep those ads away from everybody else in the group, this is your go-to using holy water. Also the trash and Karazhan. Maybe you're not an engineer. Maybe you're playing ret. Or even holy. You could be chunking holy water in the trash and Karazhan while your group is progressing through. So this is another great resource for Stratholme and why we're here. Next point I want to talk about is major mana potions. So these major mana pots, they drop off of the normal mobs. In the supply crates, you're going to get lower level mana potions, but if you clear this instance enough times, you might find a major mana potion every 1 clear. You might get a couple in 1 or 2 clears. And whether you're prot, ret, or holy, you're always going to need major mana pots, especially as protection mana sometimes can be an issue, even just on boss fights. I would probably use the super ones in a raiding environment, but if I'm in heroics or I'm trying to clear through a dungeon quickly with some of my guildies, I like using major mana potions, not the super ones. These are probably half the price on the auction house at all times, and you're able to farm them yourself. So I won't be selling the major mana pots that I pick up inside of Stratholme, rather using them in my dungeon runs, and maybe some of the trash while I'm running through Karazhan. But yeah, this is a great place to farm major mana potions. And now for my last point, kind of coming back to the beginning, this is a 300 raw gold per hour. We are in the Burning Crusade, the first expansion of World of Warcraft. I know it's a 15-year-old game, but we're in an era where your max level character can do some pretty interesting things with the old content. So where Stratholme was, an in-game dungeon, there's a lot of raw gold per hour. There's also a lot of experience to be had. So this is a popular boosting place. I know there were videos of 60 paladins farming, boosting people in Stratholme, which was insane at level 60, but very niche, and it's much more available to level 70 paladins. They're able to boost anybody that wants to pay the gold. You might get 25 to 40 gold each Stratholme run, depending on how many buyers you can get for this. Additionally, if you do have alt accounts, like myself, you can boost your own characters, and this is a great place to boost as early as 45, and my characters are currently 63 on my druid. A couple of them are 62, and so I've actually got a 5-man team. I used to multi-box, and now I just have them sitting in the instance, leeching experience. So I'm going to have a 5-man team, and as you can see in this video, hopefully I'm going to be able to do some interesting stuff with the paladin by having a druid and a priest pocket healer and 2 mages in this 5-man group. So this is a great place to boost and just get tons of XP per hour. Now lastly, I'd like to show you the pull. I do have weapon oil on me, so I have an additional 42 spell power. I think I've got like 480 spell power. I'll show it at the end of the video. But pulling with exorcism, pulling with mana tap, blood elves are great just for the additional 30-yard range pull. We're able to clear this in 2 different pulls. In the top left you can see my druid, my 2 mages, and the priest that I have in this instance right now. But this first pull, I'm going to have a pretty big 1 pull this first time around, and I do this solo. I don't have a force reactive disc on, a Sporgar shield on at the moment. The Crest of Shatar that I got does just fine, and really I think the build, maybe not going after, if you want to call them gimmick items, is just to be as defensive as possible, and you've got enough spell power to end up you have enough defense, to mitigate damage, and enough spell power to down everything in time. So as you'll see in this video, we get 1 clear here, and then because I have 2 pocket healers, I'm able to do a pretty insane pull after this that I think paladins might be able to do, in phase 6. Maybe once they have their best in slot gear in the Burning Crusade, you're going to be able to see 1 to 2 pulls of the entirety of Stratholme. And so it's kind of fun to be able to see this process expedited a bit with 2 pocket healers. But I go ahead and I start all the way inside the cathedral on the live side. I was able to skip past this front part because they're level 57. Sometimes you can't skip past it. But I didn't go too far into here. I just wanted to get these additional guys on the outside, giving me a pretty good chance at picking up righteous orbs. And so I'm able to do this in 2 pulls. This is actually really exciting. I didn't think I was going to be able to pull the additional live guys and still finish, what is this, right at 9 minutes. And I did this in 2 pulls because of the pocket healers I have. And so after this, I go and kill Little Timmy for an additional large brilliant shard. They're going for 15 gold a piece on my server right now. But I'm really excited about these additional members that I have in my team. So I want to start farming ZG mounts right away. And again, I think paladins will be able to solo the ZG mount maybe by the end of the Burning Crusade with their best in slot gear. But I think we're going to be able to do the things that maybe an in-game Burning Crusade paladin could do maybe during phase 1, phase 2, because we have this full team. So if you want to come check it out and see what we're doing on stream, you can check me out at twitch.tv/graysfordays. But I'm happy to share with you why every paladin should be in Stratholme and why it could be as resourceful as possible inside one dungeon, and how it hits so many different marks. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Almost forgot, I do want to show you my talents real quickly. I didn't take Avenger's Shield. Got all the basic talent points in protection, and I got Sanctity, or there's a couple different talent points you could move around. Also, I think that this could be your raiding build. This could be your heroic, regular dungeon build. Avenger Shield. I'm not sure if I'm ever going to use Avenger Shield as much as I have been using it since the expansion launched. My eyes have kind of been opened on how great Sanctity Aura is, and Avenger Shield is great. It's situational, but I think that having Sank Aura is going to be best in slot overall. So the great thing about that is I won't have to respec for my gold farm and my prop build that I normally use. So I'm excited to try this out. Anyways, thanks again, guys. Catch you in the next video.